Take a big gulp just to spit it out. Rated M for mature. Yeah, shoutouts to the Evil Empire team, by the way. They also reminded me that this was happening. Ooh, maybe we'll see some Into the Gungeon 2. Hey V, do you think you'll do any classic Dead Cells runs? Maybe not classic. Like first few patches. I have one video that's like vanilla Dead Cells.
I know everything about it.
I think I have some like funner ideas in mind.
They say you think you're human. I am human.
That looks gross. Yo, not gotcha. Chat, what would you call this? A verification game. Captcha, thank you. Yo, the Captcha roguelike. No, it's not a roguelike, I'm sure. It's probably a puzzle game, like, would you call Subliminal a puzzle game? Prove you're human! Yeah, Superliminal, thank you. Wow, what a... You would never think to make a game off Captcha. That is very cool. That was a world premiere. New Gollum game? Bro, tell me a best indie game? You're looking at it right here. Lord of the Rings X Dark Souls. What if every enemy was Gollum? Quality? 720p? My bad, I'm sorry, chat.
World premiere.
World premiere. I was gonna say new escapist game. New barrel trauma like. Oh wait, maybe it is like barrel trauma. With a little bit of friend slop. Get stronger and progress. It's also a roguelite. Wait, there's a whole mission map. Wait, this could be legit. Lost Railway? Wait, I'm actually subscribed to that. Hang on. Crap, I need to make a notepad. Alright. What was the name of the game? Lost Railway? People say Karen is actually very good too, but I don't think I have a time slot to play this. What's the best indie game that I've ever played? Returnal was Housemarque before PlayStation bought them out. Does Housemarque count as indie? What do you all think? They're probably not indie anymore. No, the new Castlevania!
Hello, I'm Matt from Evil Empire, the studio behind Castlevania Belmont's Curse. We first worked on this beloved franchise with the Return to Castlevania DLC for Dead Cells. Since then, we've moved away from our roguelike roots and have been busy building
Definitely
a
excited to
brand
see
new 2D
this.
action-adventure game.
And I'm speaking for
Yo, look at that
Taniguchi-san
art.
from Konami. My team worked on the Castlevania collections, as well as collabs with external studios. Evil Empire's tribute turned out so good, we really couldn't miss the chance to work with them again.
Together, we're continuing our collaboration for the 40th anniversary of the franchise. Being a French team, we were arrogant enough to set the game in France. Except for me, of course, being a humble Englishman. Now, let me set the scene.
Level up.
The year is 1499, and Paris has been invaded by Dracula's forces. As a Belmont, you will hunt down monsters across the city.
Symphony
scaling
of the
sacred
Night has
spires of
leveling,
Notre
doesn't
Dame,
it?
Descending into the skull-lined catacombs, and dueling corrupted legends like Joan of Arc. Only berets and baguettes are missing, but I think you've had enough of that already. And what will become of Paris when Dracula's castle finally emerges? Well, you'll have to wait a little longer to find out.
Castlevania, Belmont's
That's gonna be
Curse.
legit. It kind of seems like the game's gonna be in different acts. So it like starts off as just France and then moves into Dracula's castle.
Galactic expansion. Of mining operations.
Dude, No Man's Sky like?
With your efforts, we will build a profitable future.
Satisfactory like?
We will extend humanity's venture from one planet to another.
Whoa, holy crap. Have I ever played
The
Everspace?
shared vision.
Is that like a
will
space
change the
dogfighting
galaxy
game?
For all.
Like you pilot a ship and you fight other ships in space?
Strive to leave your mark under new stars.
No, I didn't play Everspace. I think I looked at it, but ended up playing something else instead. Necrodancer? They've been doing so much with this game, it is crazy. Necrodancer X Undertale. Oh wow, out now. Like holy crap. Every month is a new collab for Necrodancer. Mmm. I feel like we don't have enough games like this. And then what, you have to just run out? It'd be sick if there was parkour. Thick as Thieves, it looked alright. I'll put it on the list.
What once was the greatest empire.
What's the best build in Dead Cells? You have to check out
Undead.
some of the top 3 build videos we have.
And
I'm working on the survival one right now.
What was broken?
Was hoping for a bit more parkour. Yeah, any game like that, of like going and stealing something, I always hope that
The cities.
I'm an acrobat
And together
too.
with the human survivors, a new life can flourish. Let temples and altars.
Yo, we got
help you
Roman
reconnect
Stardew
with the
Valley.
gods. They need to be convinced you have what it takes to beat the fallen and restore Rome to what it once was.
Yo, with a bullet hell? Romestead. I'm probably all set, but wow, that was a lot more than just a Stardew Valley.
2, 1, go!
This game is doing like super well.
It's okay, it's okay.
Alphabet, do you think you would like that space game they just showed?
This one's going in.
Oh my god.
Yo, Kingu, good to see you.
Stop it!
I wonder how No More Roman Hell is doing. No More Roman Hell was in like mostly negative, right? Are they finally out of negative? Frost Rail playtest, sign up now.
Premiere.
Okay. You're a huge space fan? Yeah, I wish I had time for those like
As you are
1
returned
billion
to the
planet
earth,
space games.
may the roots cradle your bones.
They always look really good.
The worms carry out their quiet work. We welcomed you in our midst. Asked for nothing cruel. Only honest work.
Last of Us Valley? Stardew Valley of Us?
Your rewards earned. Keep digging for answers.
Like, I'm
And you
kind of
will
interested.
reap what you sow.
Crop. I'll write it down. I don't know if I would play it, but maybe Airless would want to play that. Do you know Enigma of Fear? It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
World premiere.
World premiere. Buckshot Roulette. Mario Party Buckshot Roulette. Wait, is that literally what it is? Like 50 mini games? Yo, Lightus, good to see you. No shot, it is actually Buckshot Roulette Mario Party. I feel like Machine Party, wow. I feel like we do need more games like this. I think the only other thing on PC... Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. But that game's like super old. Puzzle Party? Homo Party, thank you. Yeah. That game's super old. Probably has a lot of mods, I would think. I don't really care for pirate games. Like thief games, assassin games, knight games. You lose me a little bit when it's time to be a pirate. Wow. That was quite a bit of building. Honestly, that's impressive. Wait, what's the other building game that's in early access? Hang on, I gotta look at my library. I don't know if I'm gonna find it in time. Crap. Alright, abort. Only pirate game that you're a fan of is Black Flag? That's the PSP Assassin's Creed, right? That might just be a manner of like PSP was ahead of its time. And being able to do something like Assassin's Creed on the PSP is like peak. You can't get that nowadays. Enshrouded, that's the game I was thinking of. That last game was like Enshrouded, but pirates. But the fact that you can go on a boat, that's kind of legit. I was about to say, are the Saiyans landing? Four-player Slime Rancher. That looks cool. Astro Near hype? Is that what this is? Are there different planets? Like, was that just...
Thanks for watching the trailer for Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. If you'd like to get your hands on it early, head on over to
Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions.
We also have an extended gameplay segment coming up later in the show, so be sure to stick around.
Okay. Astroneer fans, rise up.
You've been hired to work.
So you're not the boss of me.
Yeah, I'm not listening to any of that.
Oh, okay.
So customers come in and then we scan their IDs. Okay, we gotta check that they are a human. Shoot her.
Shoot her?
On the thing it says she's a plumber, but she says that she's a flight attendant.
There's a lot of games that do this, I think.
What the hell is this?
Oh, he vibing. I don't even need to check shit.
Oh.
Maybe this game has already been out and now there's like a multiplayer
creepy.
patch.
No, thank
Did you see? Wait. Oh my goodness.
We're like 2 doppelgangers.
60 seconds. Okay, you board up the doors. I'll start setting traps.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I
Oh my god.
don't remember having to defend the store like this. Shift at midnight? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna write it down. There's a demo for that game? Does the demo have multiplayer? I should probably try this at some point. So like I want to play Sifu, right? And I want to play Metal Hellsinger. And I feel like this is not either of those. I'll write it down. This game's already out though, isn't it? Streamer safe soundtracks. Yo. It's only a demo? Alright, I will put it on the list. Early access? How in the world is a game like that gonna be early access? Yo, we were just talking about Veedotme.
You get to build, manage, and fight for your very own outpost, your home base in the oceans of Europa. Outposts are valuable assets.
I think I'm
You're ready
too dumb
fight
to
for
play
them,
this
both
game.
in single and multiplayer. Home and Harbor adds new mechanics and depth to Veedotme. Manage and develop your outposts into industrial hubs and take part in the underwater
Like, look at
economy.
this. But what am I supposed to
Discover
do
a new
with
faction in
that?
the world of Veedotme, the Descendants. Mysterious, high-tech offspring of Europa's original settlers. With the Descendants, various new technologies are introduced.
I
into
asked
the
that a
game.
lot about games that are in
Cybernetics,
early access. Like, how is this going to
energy
be early
weaponry,
access?
You name it. Home and Harbor adds more story,
I'm
new
gonna have to
missions,
do
and deeper faction
the same
interactions
stuff
to the
over and over
Veedotme
again.
campaign. Veedotme, Home and Harbor expansion.
And then you would say, well, you
Coming
are a
out in
roguelike fan
2026.
after all. You should be okay with that. I don't know. Lost Castle 2. They've done a lot of work on this game, and people seem to like it. When we played it, it was like early access day one. So supposedly a lot of work has been done. I liked it. I think it has some really cool systems in it. It was just like kind of broken when we played it. Like we had a lot of bugs. Is this a 1.0 announcement? Loot, fight, conquer. June 11th. Write that down.
I'm making a game about sledding and hanging out with your friends. Called Sledding Game. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You sled with friends. You can race. You can do cool tricks and stuff. There's also a bunch of other fun things to do when you're not sledding, like snowball fights. Or fishing.
I hate you so much.
You can also just kind of hang around if you want. There's also some cool customization stuff. It helps with the cool factor. So yeah, that's the game I'm making, and I'm really excited to share that sledding game is coming.
See, like you'll never see a game like this on Game Awards.
See you on the slopes.
Or in Summer Games Fest.
Real soon.
Just something simple, very small team, might even be their first game. Just like something fun. Yeah, it almost seems like if your cozy game doesn't allow you to build a whole city, you're messing up. That's impressive. Am I gonna play anything after this? Yeah, we'll be playing Morbid Metal. Pokopia at home? Is Pokopia even good? And I'm not like joking, I legit don't really play Pokemon games, so I have no idea if it's good or not. I know people are very upset about Pokemon Champions. Saw Morbid Metal yesterday, that game looks crazy.
The humans have smashed their way onto our turf. It looks like
Yeah, I think... Is this really Warhammer in Vampire Survivors? Like a new collab for Vampire Survivors?
But that's nothing on our power claws. Boy, look at this one. He thinks he's dead hard in his battle wagon. But wait till the boys crack him open. Oh look, his old
Wait, this is like super well done.
meaner
What in the world?
Nah, no them. Yeah, him. The biggest, meanest, gas cool mega rock thrasher.
Sorry, I want to mention Morbid Metal in a second. I'm flabbergasted right now.
Let's have it.
Oh no, this is a new game. Warhammer Survivors. It's made by Ponko, but it's not just a DLC. That's a new game. That looked kind of incredible. It looks like Vampire Survivors. Yeah, it's made by Ponko. It's the same devs. But yeah, Morbid Metal. We've been like really hard on these character action roguelikes. Some are good, some struggle, and people seem to really like Morbid Metal. So definitely can't wait to try it.
Here, on this alien planet, a solitary creature faces the ultimate test of survival. A duplicate.
I thought this was oxygen not
built
included.
to survive the harshest of environments. It must unlock the secrets of this strange world. Learn to coax oxygen from crystal, raise crops from seed, generate light from goo. The path is fraught with peril.
Interesting.
Insufficient water? Famine. Inadequate fuel? Lights out. An unexpected chemical reaction. The burden of existence is heavy, but this creature does not have to walk alone. At last, our survivor
I was gonna
has
say,
found
like, please don't make me do this
the
by
duplicate now
myself.
belongs to a team.
Away team, oxygen not included. Single player closed playtest. So it is oxygen not included, but a spin-off?
Even the crows refuse to feast.
I've never
on
played
these
those games
bodies.
before.
This carnage reeks of something foul. Something inhuman. War takes its toll on everyone.
That looked cool.
What horror has been unleashed on
If I
these
had
lands?
infinite time, I'd be able to play so many things.
Some escape.
You have a lot of
in
content, but from
daydreaming.
what I've observed, it's basically like Animal Crossing, but with Pokemon mechanics. Not much new or innovative. I think I've seen a lot of building, and maybe Animal Crossing doesn't have. Well, you can rebuild the island in Animal Crossing. I mean, it's still Nintendo, so I guess there's nothing wrong for it being the same. Gonna say, am I dead?
Am I dreaming this hellish nightmare?
Valor Mortis. Looks cool. I don't know if I would do it, only because I have so many games to play already, but I'd say it looked cool. Quick break. Chat, what do you all think so far? There's been some really good stuff. Never mind, no break at all. Joel? Yo, new World War Z like. Or not Darkest Days. Chat, what's the PS5 game that came out? Something Days. Days Gone? Days Last? Days of Us? Days Gone? They're close! Long gone. It looked alright. I like the idea of zombie game where you have to go into houses and get items. And I know that's basically just Zomboid, but I do not want to play Zomboid. Temtem Swarm. This comes out. Wait, is it already out? Or does it come out this week? I don't remember seeing it on the calendar. Wait, is this not Temtem Swarm? This is actually Temtem? Swarm is already out? This is legit Temtem. I thought regular Temtem has been out for years. And that's why they made Swarm. Are you telling me they, like, made the Survivors game before the real game? Pokemon coming for this? Yeah, they patented capturing creatures in a device. Oh, God. No, no. Temtem Pioneers. Kickstart. Yeah, I thought the whole point of Temtem was it was an MMO. I thought that was the whole, like, idea behind it. Yo, new Brotato animations. Again, shout out to the Evil Empire team. This is hilarious. I still have not played any Brotato. I think I did like 1.0 release, and then I did a quick revisit to see if I could beat it on the first try, and that's it. I have not done any new Brotato. Primal Dread DLC. Yeah, I think you can get like pets or something now. Why do people like Brotato so much? You think it's boring? I think there's like, it's like every run is unique. And I know that's what roguelikes are supposed to be, but it's like there's a lot of runs, almost like Veedotme style. Maybe it's the closest you can get to Veedotme in an action roguelike, which is very difficult. Chat, get ready to write this game down. Horde shooter, fast-paced, spooky Western bounty hunter. Yo! Wait, this might be legit. There's that much stuff in Brotato. Evil Empire took on Brotato, and they have done, I think, the last 3 patches, including a DLC that's coming out.
World premiere.
So that's why it has that much stuff now. Far, far west.
Wake up, Keeper. Don't make me bite you.
Mmm.
I may be a skull, but I bet we'll become best friends.
Far, far west did crazy numbers in one of their early tests. Yeah, that looked really good.
One more filler for you, comrade. What are you looking at? Grab him.
What are we doing? Building stuff, and the stuff has stats. Is it tower defense? Wow. Wait, it has conveyor belts? Graveyard Keeper 2. Wait, was Graveyard Keeper that legit? I'm writing it down. I know I'm not gonna play it. I'm writing it down for respect.
We have an experimental reactor.
People really
And
liked
I really
it.
do think the whole thing might
It's a
implode.
time investment for sure.
And that's where you come in.
Like I said, if I had infinite time. If you streamed 8 hours a day, you could play games like that.
Now, I don't want you to get overexcited, but there are rifts that cut through time itself. Stabilize one of those, and you could pop back to your own
I don't like that
time.
little
And while
tongue
helping yourself,
device.
you could perhaps fix a few
The chameleon tongue gun.
Norchick thanks you. for your
Oh, that's a
service.
We Were Here game? Me and Airless have like the first 4 We Were Here games, and we've only beaten one of them. We're like halfway through another one, and then we stop playing. I did finish Clover Pit. I gotta tell you, like, the amount of pogs I get out of slot machine roguelikes, like, honestly, this is my what? I don't want to say my hidden gem. Wow, that's a DLC. Took 12 hours to get ending credits in Clover Pit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that at some point. It's an engineer's dream game right here. Honestly, like, the idea of here's this giant structure, start from like the very bottom, doing like minor repairs, to all the way up to getting the full plant or whatever you are, like, up and functional, like, that sounds like a really cool game. If that's what that is, that actually sounds sick. Cross-code developer. I never played Crosscode. Clover Pit had you locked in for 2 weeks. Yeah, if I could lock into anything for 14 days, I could be so far ahead. Do y'all think this is still an RPG maker? Oh, this is Alabaster Dawn? I kept seeing the logo for this, but I never actually saw the game. May 7. Wowee. Oh, there's a post-show. Yo, new Risk of Rain 2 content? It always looks cool. The only weird thing I have about Risk of Rain 2 is, like, on what run do you do this? Risk of Rain 2 Hallowed Concepts? Is that a DLC? Risk of Rain 2 Hallowed
Hey there.
Concept?
I know what you're thinking.
You're probably wondering, how did this handsome fellow end up in such an awkward situation? Well, to understand, I think we need to rewind a bit. It all started when my best buddies and I heard about this very ancient place. Let's go, guys!
Do Bunger game? What's the name of that game, chat? The one where like the people are food? Or like they're slowly changing into food?
Off the rails.
Am I gonna do Mouse PI? I don't think so. I did see a lot of trailers for it.
Suddenly, just when I thought I was safe,
I don't think I'll have a time slot for that.
it's a real
Bug
shame
snacks,
I ended
yeah,
up in
thank
this
you.
situation, 'cause trust me, the treasure's right behind that door. And now you are the one that has to go get it. And don't forget, every step forward, you're already too deep to quit.
Too deep to quit. Could be alright. I don't know what the structure of the game would be, but it could be alright. I forget the name of this one. It does look pretty good. Again, probably not a game I would play, but definitely that's a wish list that will always be on the wish list. Chat, write this one down. This is a Brazilian game. Yo, Vinicius, did you play... Oh, this is Neverway. Again, I probably won't play this, but that is a respect wish list. Vinicius, did you play Hell Clock? They're working on their new update. Rip. Final sentence.
Dear contestants, prepare yourselves for the ultimate trial in final sentence.
Squid Game, but you have to type. Type or die Squid Game. This is hard. Wait, how many players? No, is it a battle royale? How many players?
The round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Imagine if that's like 50 people who all have to do it. There's gotta be cheaters there. 20 is probably fine too. But still, like that, the room looked like it could hold a good 20.
World premiere.
That was kind of legit. Is that game already out? The typing one? I'm not sure. New Don't Starve. Wait, that was 3D models for the environment. This ain't no Don't Starve 3, is it? Final sentence, thank you. Fully 3D environment, and it has like everything that Don't Starve Together already has, with just like basically a brand new engine. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of the devs who have like these outstanding 15-year-old games, they should literally just do this. Take everything from your first game, put it on a new engine, and start fresh. Almost like Path of Exile to Path of Exile 2, you still have the old game. You can make double the money. Don't Starve elsewhere. Oh my god, we are eating. We are eating. Sheesh. With this and oxygen not included? Oh yeah, they're both clay, right? Wow, I wrote down more games than I thought I would. They did say there was a post-game show. A lot of this looked really good compared to Game Awards. Oh my goodness gracious. Don't Starve Elsewhere isn't on Steam yet. Yeah, usually when these happen, devs release all of their content out. Oh wow, it is from Asadi. Wait, who was it that said this sounds like the Rogue Prince of Persia music? It's literally the guy. That's so funny. That was you, Chris? Holy, you called it. I do have a Rogue Prince of Persia vid I need to put up too. With the ice build we did. Tim new game looks like Pokemon Legends for PC.
I think there's a lot of difference with it because the straps are
Obama endorses Shift at midnight.
I spent the last 3 years developing a 2D roguelike mobile game. That's 3 years coding, designing systems, animating, and so much more. And you know how many people played it? My mum. Once. Because apparently the world wasn't desperately waiting for another 2D mobile game filled with microtransactions.
Do I know Let Me Solo Her?
So this time I'm starting over
I mean,
with
I
one
know
goal.
of
Make a game people
person.
actually want to play.
I think I watched them
so obviously,
do...
I have no idea how to make a successful
Was that
game.
Twitch
So I did
Rivals
what any
Elden Ring
responsible
Night
developer
Rain?
would do and Googled it. How to make a successful game.
Your first game needs to be a horror game.
Make a horror
Develop
game.
a horror game.
If you don't make a horror game, I will tickle your balls.
So it's pretty clear what I need to do, but there's just one small issue. I'm terrified of horror games.
One thing I've noticed lately, especially since
I'll do anything for success.
Mega Bonk,
anything?
A lot of games that come out and do like very
So in order to
well,
make a
especially for
successful
like
game,
wish
we'll need to
lists
set
and
some
demo
goals to make
plays,
sure it goes right this time.
a lot of
We'll need
them are
content creators to
basically
play my game.
you
I'm
have a
not talking about
glorified
any random
YouTube
content creators.
video
I'm talking about the big
made by a real YouTuber
So goal number 1.
who has like
Queso.
millions of
Consistently
views.
a top 3 streamer on Twitch. Massive, hilarious, huge.
You
horror
have
game
them
enthusiast
make a
that's really
video
large.
that just shows like
Number
a
2,
tease about your game,
OG of the game,
and then the
40
game
million
just
subs,
pops off.
Needs no introduction. And number 3, Corey. Averages 10 million views a video, but he's gonna be the
Is
hardest
that
because of his
literally what we're
extremely
looking at right
inconsistent
now?
Upload schedule. Let's do this. So I started with a brand new Unity project and naturally named it something humble. For this project, I'm imagining a co-op horror game where you work the night shift at a gas station. Original, I know, but stay with me here.
I'm not
will
making
come
a
in,
horror game.
But some of them will be monsters pretending to
I mean,
be humans.
sometimes it doesn't
Inspired
even
by
have
games
to be
Papers,
like
Please,
a
and
game
That's
that
Not
will
My
scare
Neighbor.
people.
You'll need to check their paperwork, IDs, records, and appearance to
It
figure
just
out who's
adds
actually
like
human and who's
better
pretending. If you suspect anything is off with a
character
customer,
design
you're also
sometimes.
equipped with a gun and get to
It's
blast
almost
their
like
head
a self-imposed challenge where, okay, I'm gonna make a family that
After
lives
nearly
next
3 months of
door,
grinding on this game,
but
here's what I've got.
it's a
Customers
zombie
will walk
family,
into the
so like
store,
it
grab items off your
adds.
shelves,
I mean,
and now you've got to restock them
hopefully,
through a quick little mini game.
it adds to the actual
Once they're done shopping,
character
they'll come up to the
design.
counter, hand over their ID, and you can look them up in the computer database.
It's a real
From
bad
there,
way
you
to
can
present
start
your
questioning
game.
them. For example, this woman says she's
Were
a
it
flight
not for
attendant,
V,
but
you would have
according to
clicked
the
out.
database, she's actually a plumber.
I would agree.
Then you can bag up her remains, throw them in the dumpster.
But maybe
and mop
we're
up the
like
blood
in the
with this
minority
thing.
here, where it's like
Okay, back to you, Future
all
Bun.
that beginning
Future
stuff
Bun
with
here.
queso
Now
and
that we
stuff
have a
like
mostly
that.
complete
You
demo,
click
it's
out.
time to give the game to my friends and see what they think. Douglas, roll the footage.
And like
Wait,
this is what
how
you
do I
actually want to see.
Wait, what do I do next?
Well, that went terribly. Turns out players had no idea what to do, where to go, or how to question customers.
But like we
So to
kind of
address
talk
this, I
about
added a tutorial
this sort of
character
stuff
to
all
run
the
you through the
time.
process
So for
of
people who
questioning
don't
customers and maintaining
hear
your
about
store.
this all the time, it's fun to see. This
Now
is
that the
Danny
game is ready,
content.
it's
Yeah,
time to publish it to the
I
public.
guess I would agree with that.
Issue is,
I assume
Steam
this
has a
is
price of
not
$100
Danny
to put a game
Dev,
on their platform.
right?
And
I
I
have
ate
no
one for
idea
breakfast this morning.
who he looks
So
like.
we'll be starting with Steam's little brother, Itch, a free online platform to upload and play games. But just one problem, we still don't have a name.
But the
for it.
Danny Dev's
After a chat with
thing
my
goes
brother,
back
we
to
landed on the name
what I
Shift at
said
Midnight.
earlier, where a lot of
He's
these
doing Shifts
games
at midnight, and
they
Doppelganger
pop
is
off
a shade
purely
shift
due
near
to
me.
how it performs
Get
on
it?
YouTube. That's not Danny, thank you.
Anyway, I found a guy on
Play
Fiverr to do the
Megabonk?
thumbnail for the game, and he
I
did
think if I
an
played
incredible
Megabonk,
job.
you'd fall asleep.
Shout out Pedro G on Fiverr. Everyone send this guy love. The last thing I needed was a clear call to action for anyone who played the demo. So I added this to the page. If we reach 20,000 Steam
Similar
wishlists,
approach.
I'll release multiplayer. See, on Steam, wishlists are the strongest indicator of how a game's going to perform at launch. And 20,000
Yeah, I
is
saw
near
a
impossible.
tweet.
It'll take
Shout
at
out to
least
those
a
of
couple
you
months to
who
get, if ever, which will give
have
me time
already
to work on the
uninstalled
multiplayer
Twitter
versions
from your
of the game.
phones.
And now that that's sorted, we have a
I
game
saw a
ready to
tweet where
publish
someone
on
was like,
It's time
if
to
you want to
upload the
make
game and
a
hit the
successful
set.
indie game, the first step is to make a
Now that we have
successful
a demo,
YouTube
we can't
account.
forget the original mission. How will we reach the big three? See, on Itch, there are thousands of YouTubers with less than 100 subs.
Megabonk
that play
gameplay is
every
great to
horror game
watch.
that comes out. Once we have a bunch of videos from those smaller creators, we can
Is
use that as
Megabonk
leverage
auto
to
attack?
contact bigger
Yes,
creators,
it is
then
a
bigger,
survivors
then bigger,
game
then the
where
big
you run
three.
around and
Flawless.
everything is done for you. Your job is to just pick up stuff. Wishlist begging on point with a Danny vid. Yeah, and I feel like that's... Now, if you were to say, like, as a game dev, I shun this kind of stuff. I can't believe people would outright not rely solely on how good the gameplay is. They gotta go out of their way and make like a YouTube video with like editing and sound effects, keys dangling in front of the camera for short attention span.
There's just one problem.
But like this does work.
Game-breaking bugs are happening.
People love this stuff. People love videos. So it's the same
Luckily,
idea.
When Queso played it, none of these bugs happened.
Chat, y'all gotta wish list this game, dude. That was so good.
But we do need to urgently fix these if we want another one of the big three to play it.
The only time I used Twitter was to register for a game giveaway and then delete. That is probably one of the best uses of
So
Twitter.
it took us a couple of grueling weeks, but the game is almost entirely bug-free. Except for this guy. This guy's chill. Then something happened that I was not expecting. I was scrolling
Those
through
are
TikTok like the
endorphin
fat chat I
games,
am,
not watching
and then I see
games.
this
Like you
video.
would get
Hello,
the
hello.
best
Hey,
entertainment
man,
from playing it, but not necessarily watching.
Calm down. We close. Oh my.
We had a couple people say that about
This one clip from Twitch streamer Keem Summer went viral on TikTok,
Slay the
Instagram Reels,
Spire
and YouTube Shorts
2.
separately, amassing a total of 78 million views on all platforms, which is apparently the entire population of Tanzania.
Cheering fills the streets as the Great Bungwen lands in Tanzania.
This is almost like a glorified how to
I've just been informed the
market
Markiplier
an
has
indie
played
game
and uploaded the game.
that we're looking at.
There's a shift at midnight, and it might just get multiplayer.
Aye, buddy. No big deal. Hey, who are you?
Which is like not wrong. Again, like this works. We are clearly watching it work.
That was Shifted Midnight. Wishlist this.
That means another one of the big three have played my game, and we can cross Markiplier off the list. Now all we have left is Quarry.
This guy got a lot of time on the showcase. That's why I'm assuming, and it's like, it's tough, right? So this
you guys remember when I said that
is an
20,000
indie
Steam
developer
wishlist goal, expecting it
showcase.
to take months
There's
to
a
hit,
lot of
giving me
folks
tons
in
time to work
here
on the
who are
multiplayer
just
demo?
indie devs
Well,
on their own.
this is what the Steam wishlist count looks like today.
So if you
only
think
a
about
week
it
later.
as like, this is a guide or tutorial on how I got like a million wish lists on my indie game, and like you as a brand new indie dev would sort of take some inspiration from this.
The best of our ability.
I can see why it would be at the end of this showcase and why it's this long. But you could also say that's a lot of attention for this one game. But I guess like in a way he doesn't need the attention because he already got the millions of views that he needed.
There we go. So it's been a couple of months since I started working on multiplayer, and I'd say it's about ready. Along with getting multiplayer working,
You watch for the person?
I've added more customers, more enemies,
As in like
more
per
weapons,
game?
and gambling.
Yeah, there's
Now it's
some of
time to
that.
publish the multiplayer demo.
There's a couple like in the clip that I posted today, the shorts I posted today. There's people who
So at
I
the start
will
of this
click
video,
in
I said my goal was simple.
regardless
It's
of
the
what they
big
play.
three to play my game.
But it's
while I
just
did get
some
incredibly close, Corey never
games
ended
I
up
do
playing.
struggle
But
with.
honestly, that's okay.
Even if
because
it's
what
like my
happened instead
favorite
was
person
something I would never expect.
watching or playing
Over the
it.
past few weeks, 800,000 unique people played my game. Thousands of creators made videos on it, and the Steam demo is now sitting at 99% overwhelmingly positive. Seeing so many people
I feel like
enjoy something
I'm
you spent
mostly
so long building is a pretty surreal feel. I want
unsubscribed
to say
now.
thank you to all of the people who played the game, all of the
Again, like shout outs to the Evil Empire team. I kind of get what they're doing here. I don't think I'm the audience for what this guy's talking about, but I get it. I get it. Let's pull up Steam. And Notepad. We have a lot of games to wish list. First off, Lost Railway. This one looked really good. Like, I am super subscribed to this. Maybe not, like, to do it live on stream, but I would 100% buy a copy for me and Airless. If half a dozen streams open because you don't care about half the games being talked about, but you like the streamers. Yeah, Twitch struggles if you don't have the game up in center. The stream up in center, I mean. And like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate everyone who is trying to help out whatever streamer they're watching. If they pull up tabs, if they like retweet something, like all of that's really cool. No one would say no to doing that. Twitch themselves, I guess they would rather people like park on one stream and just stay there. But there's a billion people streaming, so it's like it's really hard. Even if you're watching TV, it's really hard to just park yourself on one channel and never turn the channel at all. And nowadays, people like watch TV and have their phone in their hand at the same time. And whoever's with them, their partner, their daughter, their son, their neighbor, they're also on their phone. So it's like we're consuming 3 different things at once, and they're talking to me at the same time in real life. No one's gonna just park themselves and watch one stream. That's just not what people do nowadays. Chibi Carrion. I didn't play Carrion. I wanted to. I think it's a Metroidvania. But I watched a little bit too much of people play it, so I ended up actually like spoiling myself. I'm doing that too while also playing FF11. Blaze, did FF11 add, like, the ability to, like, put affixes on gear? I couldn't tell if that was official or if I was watching a private server. Augments? Yeah, like imagine if FF14 even considered customization at all. Like, it's almost as though they'll put anything they want on Final Fantasy XI, and then FF14 has to be as generic as possible. Chat, this one's a wish list for me. Like, for real, for real. I'll post the links. All right. Next on the list, Castlevania. Obviously, you all know we're all over this. That's a big wish list. Huge.
In the name of his most royal
You didn't play Carrion because you thought it was too short of a game?
by the grace of God, the King
I could see that.
of France.
I guess it depends on how quickly you want to move on to the next game, too. Whip! Whip it up Benihana style. The environments look great. Chat, do regular Castlevania games have this level of platforming? Like, I get the idea of, oh, there's like spikes you have to jump over. Like, Castlevania has always had spikes to jump over, but has it ever had stuff like this? This is like Prince of Persia Lost Crown. It hasn't? The DS games have this kind of stuff? Really? Also, Luke, good to see you.
So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
Yeah, we're locked in. Order of Excelsior has stuff like that. Apparently, the only good Castlevania games are Symphony of the Night and Order of Excelsior. I never hear anything about any of the other Castlevania games. Thick as thieves. You all don't need the link for Castlevania. I'm sure you already have it wishlisted. Circle of the Moon was really good. Oh, I think that was part of the collection that I didn't get. I got the older collection. See, what I'm looking for in a game like this... Actually, yeah, let me check. Are the maps procedurally generated? Or is it like story? Like a campaign? No heist ever plays out the same way twice, whether playing solo or co-op. As you increase the difficulty from novice to master, the layouts and configuration shift. Every mission is an opportunity, and every opportunity is approach created. So this is actually what I am looking for in these kind of games. Because the worst part about a stealth game is if you have sort of like mastered the mechanics of the game and you can circumvent most things that happen in the game. You see it all the time where it's like the game is, it starts off really fun, and then the fun starts to plateau a little bit once you like solve the game. But if the actual, I guess, layouts and traps change based on difficulty, then there's still some level of new experience each time you move up in difficulty. So that's actually really good. Hopefully. Like, my hope is that it's good. You're glad they decided to go away from PvP in this? First one to reach the treasure wins. Could probably do that as like a patch. I would assume it could be interesting. Or one person's the mastermind and they lay traps in the area, and then the other person has to get the treasure. And the treasure is placed in a random spot in the mansion. Shout out to all my Resident Evil Resistance fans. I'll link this one. Again, there's no guarantee how good it will be, but we will give it a try. Crop. Rip Resistance. There's one person I watch play Resistance almost every day.
The roots cradle your bones. The worms carry out their quiet work.
The game looked a little stiff. Yeah, no parkour from the look of it.
Asked for nothing cruel.
And that might be a deal breaker for me, but I'm willing to at least look at it again when it releases.
And toil. Your rewards earned. Keep digging for answers.
Dig. Plant. Pesticide. I think what I'm looking for out of a game like this, almost like an Atomic Crops, where you have like your base where you're planting stuff, and then you go out and do things in the overworld and then come back. I don't think that's Stardew Valley. Obviously, Atomic Crops has a bullet hell and the crops actually like fight and stuff like that. I guess I don't really need all of that to happen. But just the idea of I have this, and then by 3 o'clock, I need to go out, explore this house, get some story. I guess it's almost like Raft. Raft is maybe the best example of this, where like you have a base, and eventually you need to go off site and do stuff. That's what Raft is. And Raft, is this game even still getting updated? 2022. It's actually not as old as I thought it was. But this game's fantastic. I honestly don't even care about the building part. The building part, to me, is the least interesting part of Raft. To me, the best part of the game is this stuff. Where, like, you stop the boat because you came across this giant abandoned factory, and you explore this. That is the fun to me. Oops. We already saw Shift at Midnight. Dead as Disco. May 5th. Early access. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough for early access. Because, like, we'll play through it. I don't think it's procedurally generated or anything like that. I just feel like you'll do it the one time in early access and then never touch it again until 1.0. Biggest selling point of Thickest Thieves is Warren Spector, the grandfather of games like Deus Ex and System Shock. Okay. Yeah, there's people who are being subscribed for that. That's not Arcane Studios, is it? Yeah, I'm trying not to play the demo of this either. Like, if I'm gonna do this game, I'd rather do it for early access. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. All I want to do is play Sifu with a beat. And if that's what this game is, then this is literally the game I want. If not, then we're never going to get that game. Sifu with a beat. Lost Castle 2. This game is already out in early access. We got a 1.0 announcement. It used to be in mixed. We're up to 91% overall, 79 recent. That's not bad. You gotta get Sifu one day. I think it was on Game Pass for a little bit, but for people who ask me, like, what are some of my favorite... Would you count Sifu as indie? Wow, it's really cheap right now. For people who would ask me, recommend some games that are like some of your top games, I would probably put this up here. And don't get me wrong, like there were multiple instances where I was like, I probably can't play this anymore. Like I was really close to giving up in this game multiple times. Like just straight up retiring before I even beat it. But like for every instance where that happens and you actually like solve the problem, it's really, really satisfying. And I'm sure a lot of devs have tried to capture this. I know there's one dev who's working on one of these, but with guns. Dead as Disco is kind of like Sifu with a beat from the demo, but it's not a roguelike. Yeah, and I guess like the roguelike thing of die and retry in this, I don't need that, I think. It helps, I'm sure. But in the end, you kind of just like level up your character, so it's almost more like a RPG of sorts. And then when you die, you just have to do the level over again. Spine, yes, Spine is the game. Is that on Steam? Maybe not. Chris, if you know if that game has a link, feel free to drop it. Because I probably have it filtered. This was a huge surprise to me. Wait, it doesn't show Punkle. That's interesting. Chat, let me feed the cats real quick. And I'll be back. Did I play Wall World? I did Wall World 2 as a first look. Have to warm up. River's, basically I warm water and then I put it in her dry to soften it up a little bit because she's getting a little old. I don't want her to struggle trying to chew freaking hard kibble. Yeah, we got Warhammer Survivors before GTA 6. That is kind of incredible. Fast-paced roguelike survivors game developed by Auroch Digital in partnership with Ponkel. Okay, so Ponkel is maybe not making the game, but they are at least, what would you call that? When someone has like artistic direction for the game to like make sure that it is a survivors game. Like the goal is to have it be a survivors game. Using Ponkel's engine. Yeah, I feel like I'm not a Warhammer fan, but someone out there probably thinks that is the best looking thing that Warhammer fans have gotten in years. A partnership is the word you're looking for. I feel like it's not partnership necessarily, but you're probably right. Now, my only worry about games like this, yeah, more like a consultant. My only worry about games like this is that sometimes these games are fake. Where, like, they did a lot for the trailer. But, like, when it comes time to actually, like, have the game be playable, it ends up being nothing like this at all. Not to say that turns into a, like, 2D microtransaction-filled game, but almost like what you thought you could be doing in the game was only possible in the trailer. But I will wishlist it because I am looking for Sifu, spiritual successor Sifu. I am looking for that. All right, another one. So I can check on River's water. Don't let anybody tell you there's nothing to play. Gaming's dead. Fortnite has Kim Kardashian. Marvel Rivals is plagued by triple support. My friends stopped playing Valorant with me. Call of Duty, too old. I'm waiting for the Call of Duty 8. Don't let nobody tell you there's nothing to play. Everything looks fantastic. Basically, the game would show this trailer, which is just cutscenes and not gameplay, so it leaves you doubtful. Yes, but also, sometimes, for indie devs especially, I feel like it's more dangerous than AAA. Where, like, the indie dev has been working on almost a tech demo for a long time. And the tech demo can do stuff. Because it's a tech demo. It can only do that. But then to, like, make an actual full video game out of it, they start either, like, pulling back from that tech demo, or that tech demo doesn't really exist well in a fully fleshed out video game where you need like level progression and story and currencies, shops, like all of this kind of stuff. So it's like the game looked good in a 30-second piece, but to actually play it for 12 hours, if you can get 12 hours out of it, that's when it becomes not good. This looked fantastic. I cannot wait to see this. They made other games, never heard of any of them. They all have a similar theme. Yeah, you can kind of tell when sometimes a dev, they have a particular, oh no, this is fine. I remember seeing Ninja Party. I didn't play it myself, but I do remember seeing this. I thought you were going a different direction with that. If you know, you know. Yo, Speedy, good to see you. Yeah, we're going through games right now. This is the next sick-looking game to put on the wish list.
Don't make me bite you. I may be a skull, but I bet we'll become best friends.
One more filler for you, comrade.
What are you looking at? Grab him. Zard!
Fighting themed games, fighting in parkour. Yeah, so they could be like chasing a specific kind of game for a long time, and this is their current iteration of that type of game. Graveyard Keeper. I have never played one of these kind of games before. The closest I got to this was maybe The Escapist, and honestly, like, I kind of hated playing that. This, if I had time to play these games, I would 100% play this. This seems to be one of the best versions of this kind of game. Capitalism and agriculture and like tower defense at the same time. Like, this is the best you could possibly get, I think. But like I said, I don't really do these. I feel like if the game isn't pure action, it's a little bit of a struggle. But regardless, this is probably the best of the best that we're looking at live. All right, couple more. Risk of Rain 2, Hallowed Concepts. This is a DLC. We don't know anything about it. The last DLC that they did, that was the Keepers of the Sun or something, right? That one started off in mixed, if not negative, and then like they kept patching it and patching it and patching it, and now it's in a good spot. So, like, could the same thing happen here? Probably. But what's nice about these devs, Gearbox, not Hopu, is that they're willing to make a change if people said that it's bad. It's almost as if, like, okay, we've taken on this game, and we're gonna add stuff to it, maybe even change some fundamental things. You all tell us if it's too far, or if it's broken, and we'll fix it. We're not gonna do nothing with the game. We'll still do the update, even if it's gonna be potentially bad. We can always fix it later. I guess that's what early access would be for. It's almost like Gearbox has this game in early access whenever they release a new DLC. And then eventually they'll fix whatever the problem was. Is there a way to see all the DLCs? Yeah, so Alloyed Collective. I want to say this actually launched in a good spot. I thought this was great. That's funny. Honestly, my issue with Risk of Rain 2 DLCs is that, like, what do you do in a normal run of the game now? There's all of these, like, alternate routes that you take. So if I were to boot up Risk of Rain 2 right now, what do I do? Do I go for the, like, new Alloyed Collective route if I've already beaten it? Do I ever go back to Mithrix? Is Mithrix now just, like, outdated content? What about the old stuff, like the Void area that's in the shop? Like, you go in the shop and you go all the way down, and then at the bottom is a portal for, like, the Void area. Like, do you even do that anymore? Is that a waste of time? There's, like, the gold areas for here. So, like, I don't know what is the proper routing. And I guess someone could say the same thing for Dead Cells. Like, hey, Veedotme, do I go Bad Seed route? Do I go Fractured Shrines? When do I fight the Queen? And I kind of do it based on what the build is, sort of. Rewards I need. Depends on what the route is. But I don't know if the same thing happens in Risk of Rain 2. I feel like it doesn't. Neverway? You all saw this? I'm sure you all already have this wishlisted. Sheesh. I'm probably not gonna play it. But this looks like an award-winning game already. There was a QR code in there. Like, if you're a fan of life sim RPGs, with a little bit of Stardew Valley in there, but also some spookiness. In some cases, it doesn't even need to be spooky. I just want good character design. Just make the art interesting, and I'm already subscribed. October. What else we got? 2 more, chat. Final sentence. It does say Battle Royale typing game. Wait, out now? Oh, this is out? It came out today. No shot. I know you all said you tried the demo already, but I didn't think this game was out.
The ultimate trial in final sentence.
I'm a little worried about it saying the most viral game of this fall. Because it's like, how could you say that about your own game? But I am like, I'm sort of interested. Even though my typing has been really bad lately. I just smack the keyboard and hope it has a real word. It was in beta or demo for a long time. Oh yeah, so it is probably ready.
The round begins in 3, 2, 1.
That's great. Does it say the number of people? 40 players. Oh, wow. Holy crap. And and you can actually keep track of your progress. This is cool. This is also, like, it's technically helping you with your typing skills, too. So, there's a good example of this. There's a game that's all about data center management. It's like you're an engineer and you take care of a data center. Like, you put in server stuff and just clean and change out racks and whatnot. And, like, people say it is almost setting you up to be an actual data center, not manager, but at least like an employee. So I feel like games like this, where it's like it's better typing skills that translates into real world activity. Like, this ain't no slop. This ain't BR, like, Battle Royale slop. This actually helps you to some regard. It's, like, really cool. Alright, and then the last game. This one I'm very surprised about, but oh my god, if this is anywhere near the quality of, like, Don't Starve Together, which it kind of has to be. It looks like it's literally the game, but put onto new engine. This just prints money. This could be, like, the best thing ever. And there are actually people who, like, they main Don't Starve Together. Like, all their content, all their YouTube, they do nothing but Don't Starve Together. Like, all of this stuff is Don't Starve Together assets. I mean, I know it's not, but that is the actual science machine. That is the actual rock. Probably with, like, a new 3D model, but still. Oh, it looks like some of the stuff is 2D. Because you can see, like, the tree moving as the camera moves. So that's still the same, but the actual environment itself is 3D. Which I'm okay with that. I don't know if they changed the sanity system. It looked like everything was sort of evolving as you moved by it. Yeah, 2D sprites on a 3D world. Instead of Don't Starve Together, which is like isometric, you spin it 45 degrees. Right? I guess I haven't played in a while. I'm excited. And honestly, this is a lot better for me and Airless since we haven't played Don't Starve Together in like 3 years. Now we can just wait for Elsewhere and not have to worry about like catching up. Last played, I have 240 hours. It doesn't show last played. Never played together. I thought it was just Don't Starve but co-op. No, I think it has more content than Don't Starve 1. It's like all the updates for brand new stuff is in Don't Starve Together. Last played 2022. Going on 4 years this year. Wow. Definitely one of my favorite games. I can't necessarily boot it up for no reason, but this is in the S tier. All right. How is this going?
Streamers, all of the YouTubers, all the players, and everyone who shared it with their friends.
Like, is this done? We can watch this a little bit, I guess. I will be loading up Morbid Metal. That's the main thing on the agenda today.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching the Triple I Initiative. I'm Matt from Evil Empire, and with me I have some of the team from
Matt helps us
Castlevania
out so
Belmont's
much.
Curse. Here I have Din, art director of the game, and Sandro, lead level designer. And to my right, we have the big boss from Konami, Taniguchi-san, producer of Castlevania Belmont's Curse. So Sandro, we're a French studio working with a Japan-based company. What does that look like for development, and do you have any cooler anecdotes that you'd like to share?
Well, obviously, I would say the biggest thing is the time zone difference between France and Japan. It often meant a lot of early meeting for us and late night evenings for our colleagues. Fortunately, they never held a grudge against us, and whenever they came to see us, they brought a lot of snack and goodies, which was like a second Christmas for the team. Speaking about food, they were always super curious to try weirdest and like heaviest French food, which was also crazy. But more seriously, I would say that adjusting the processes of both teams was the biggest thing. We all have our respective background as companies. Evil Empire being an indie and IVOPS company, and Konami having been here forever and having stronger processes. It meant learning how to adjust the way we work together, but I think in the end it made the project stronger as a whole.
And Din, why did we choose France and specifically Paris as a setting? Was it really out of national pride, as I joked in the trailer?
No, not at all. No, in reality, we wanted it to take place in Venice and working around the theme of the Venice Carnival. After a moment, we thought it will be maybe too
I like how
caricatural.
thoughtful they are
Maybe
when it comes to
wouldn't do
like
it,
world building.
Well, so someone had the great idea to do it in Paris, and it totally makes sense because Paris is a natural theater for a lot
lines
of
up great
Gothic architecture, which fits great with the Castlevania universe.
Sandra?
And to have this opposition between the dark castle of Dracula and the Notre Dame, it's a great theme. But maybe yes, there is also some of national pride in it.
So Sandro,
Apparently
Din,
I
from
can't
a level
alt
design
tab.
and art perspective, how did you turn Paris into this 2D action-adventure world?
Well, obviously, there was a huge focus on level design, without forgetting art, of course. But we wanted to build the world in a way that made you feel that
The
you
guy
were
on the
exploring
right?
the city. So it meant taking extra
'Cause the
care
name
on the
tag?
way we created our exterior spaces, leveraging the verticality of the city, like exploring from the middle of the streets to the rooftops, making sure you can explore inside or outside spaces. We wanted
we got Z doors.
the game to feel modern, but also like have the intricateness of the action adventure genre at the heart.
Because Paris is like really a good natural scene, natural theater for a story like Castlevania to take place, because of the medieval history, because of the architecture, because of all of the urban myth. And yeah, we have to adapt to the level design, but it was also the opportunity to make all this Gothic environment bigger than
bigger than life.
Bigger than life, exactly. Thank you. So we get inspired by all that we have, all the history, and just push the button, and make it bigger, more fantastic, more scary, more of a Castlevania-esque.
Yeah, I
city.
think it really matches what Castlevania is about. Like this sort of over the top. Wanted to players
Are you
to
saying,
explore
like,
a lot of
did
vertical
this game
spaces,
steal from
so
Dead
it means
Cells? Is that
also
what you're trying to say?
exaggerating them.
Yeah.
Being able to go from the bottom of the streets to the rooftops, crafting a lot of inside and exterior space. There is actually a really rich history in Paris with the catacombs, with tons of places that we draw inspiration from, and allow us to have this intricate, deep, layered level design that are like.
I've never
stand
like
out
had to make a YouTube
things
live
in the
while
2D
live.
action adventure genre. It's like what we really wanted to focus on to nail the experience.
And Din, what was Motion Twin's role in development?
Without Motion Twin, there won't be any Dead Cells and no DLC Return to Castlevania, and of course, no Belmont's Curse, developed by Evil Empire and Konami.
Yeah, so they said that Motion Twin is a consultant for this project. It's being developed by Evil Empire, published by Konami, and they said that that Motion Twin is an advisory studio. So we'll see if they are going to like explain what that means here.
And yeah, Motion Twin was like kind of our big brother, which is sometimes nice and sometimes they lock us in the trunk of the car. So they were picky, but they were the one to who we ask a question, crucial question when we have doubts about direction, gameplay, or art. So they helped us guide our decision through the development of the game.
And
okay.
Taniguchi-san?
Yeah, so they reach out to Motion Twin for advice on specific things in Belmont's Curse, but it's not like Motion Twin is there directing art direction, right?
Can you tell us more about which entries in the Castlevania series had the most influence on
So I feel like
Belmont's
that's pretty
そうですね
good.
一番影響を受けているのは悪魔城伝説です。でストーリーがそのようになってるっていうところからもお分かりいただけるのかなと思います。あとは今回の特徴がもう無知っていうところもあってその当時のいくつかのタイトルの影響も受けてます。最後に
Not Dead Cells, but the same studio.
探索
Yes,
型を
this is
採
being
用したっ
worked
ていうところ
on
もあっ
by
て
Evil
月下の
Empire,
演奏
who
曲
did
シンフォニ
the
ー・オブ・ザ・ナイトの影響も強く
all
受けて
Dead
ます。
Cells DLCs after the first one.
Well, obviously, looking at the game title, we had a lot of inspiration from both Dracula's Curse and Curse of the Darkness for Belmont's Curse story. Gameplay-wise,
I did not play
would
either of
say
those.
Super Castlevania
Is that gonna be
4
bad?
for the whip action, but we definitely wanted to make it less wiggly and more modern, make it really impactful for our game experience. And of course, I couldn't avoid talking about Symphony of the Night, like it was such a genre-defining masterpiece. We don't want to compare to it, but it's inspired a lot of the game structure.
And Taniguchi-san?
Yeah, so
how
maybe
do you feel now you're about to
a lot
resurrect
more
Castlevania and
Metroidvania-esque?
Dracula himself?
やっと新作をお届けできるっていうことでめちゃくちゃ嬉しいですしめちゃくちゃ興奮してます。でそれと同じぐらいプレッシャーももうすごい感じてはいるんですけどプロジェクト発表させていただいてから皆様の反響がもうすごくて、
Yeah,
それを見て
everyone
ま
is
すます
super
頑張ら
looking
なきゃ
forward
っていう
to
気持ち
this.
になりました。この気持ちっていうのは僕だけじゃなくてチームのメンバーの方皆さんそうなんじゃないかなと思ってます。
Yeah, resurrecting Dracula is one of the most important part of the game, and we wanted to put every effort that we could into.
It'd be
this
sick if they
crucial...
did like Silk Song, and no spoilers, please, because I'm still working on Silk Song. If it's like you have Act 1, which is going through Paris, fighting against like Saint Joan and whatnot, and then Act 2, Dracula's castle comes up, and then you have to go through Dracula's castle, and then if there's an Act 3 after that,
the moment of the story, people know that it will happen, but we had to find a way to make it unique in our own way, and to still give the player something unexpected. For the resurrecting of the game, it was a great honor, but also
yeah, this is like
a
official
lot of anxiety because
Castlevania. This ain't just
we
a
know
spin-off.
that it was highly anticipated. Yeah, seeing the first reaction of the reveal, we were very happy to see the real emotion of the people who discovered that Castlevania is back, and it was great.
Our last question is, considering the history of Evil Empire with roguelikes, will Castlevania Belmont's Curse be a roguelike? No, it won't. Thanks for watching the show. Stay with us, we've got more to come, and we can't wait to show you more of Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
Yeah, chat, if you haven't wishlisted this yet, make sure you do so. This is gonna be... I will 100% play this. And I'll try to beat it. I know I said I was gonna beat Symphony of the Night, and I never did, so I ended up doing Rondo of Blood instead. And I feel like these games are fantastic. So, especially with Evil Empire behind this, and we've done a lot with Evil Empire and Motion Twin anyway, so we'll do 100% of Belmont's Curse. I'll go on record saying that I will hopefully do 100% of the game. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and next game it over to Morbid Metal. I'm not gonna like end the stream on the Twitch side, but I have to end it on the YouTube side, and I don't think I can do a redirect. So I'm just gonna hit a few buttons real quick. Chat, how are you all doing? This fine Thursday, bonus stream Thursday. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday so far. Maybe you don't even like Thursdays. V, I can't stand freaking Thursdays, man. I think I already broke the stream on the YouTube side. Bonus stream, always a good day. Yo, that's what's up. Let's get some music in here. Supposedly, this game's really good. This will be my first time playing it. I did not do anything for this game. No demos, no nothing. Alright, let's try redirect. Save. I'm gonna end the stream on this one. And that's gonna do the redirect.